Hey, my little bosses, it is your girl, boss lady Lexi. How are you all doing today? I am beyond. When I say beyond, I am beyond pissed, okay? But before I get into why I am beyond pissed and I have never heard of such foolishness before in my life, please come in, thumbs up this video, hit that red button to um, be a part of the Little Bosses Squad, and hit that bell to be notified when I do upload videos. As you all know, back in February, I became a foster mom or guardian of my godchildren because of whatever the situation was that was going on in their home, which I will not disclose. But hey, Shamita, how are you? Happy Friday to you. Oh, thank you so much for watching them. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. But they've been in my home since January. And when they came here, I was told that I could get money for them, to take care of the children. And that's what I did. I did apply. So, but I never heard anything back about the funds or anything. Hey, Pickers, how are you? You all, thank you for thumbsing up this video. Let's smash that like button. Smash, smash, smash. So, anywho, y'all, I talked to the lady. She did my intake back in February. Hey, how are you, Narissa? She did my intake. Everything was fine. She just told me that I needed to send birth certificates, social security cards. That's good, Pickers. That's what she told me I needed to send. So I sent her everything that she said that she needed. So the other day she was like, "Well, the letter that you sent us, we needed something else." So I told her I had the letter, so I sent that to her. Now today, hey, it's me, Chrissy. Now today, she tells me, "Oh, you never sent us the petition for child support." And I said, "Petition for child support?" I was like, "Lady, what are you talking about?" I said, "I never even heard you say anything about no child support." I went down the list of everything that she told me to send her, and I sent it. So I was like, and I spoke to you on yesterday, and I sent you what you asked for. So I said, "Where did this letter of petition for child support come from?" And I'm like, how in the world do you all expect any parent or anyone who has guardianship over children who you're saving the children? Because, like I told her, I was a foster child who got her behind beat every single day. I was mentally abused, I was physically abused, and I said, and I wasn't going to let these kids go into foster care. So she's going to say, "Well, you still have to go and sign up for this petition for child care." Y'all, if y'all hear the fan, I do apologize because y'all know I stay hot. And I was like, "Lady, all this long time and you're just telling me this." I was like, "Who has money to keep going back and forth, sending you this and sending you that?" I said, "So now you're telling me I have to go to the oh, hey, y'all, I'm sorry. That was a important phone call. But what I was trying to say is that it is not fair, for someone who is, the guardian of children to not be able to get assistance from the government when the government doesn't want to help you. So now they're saying that in order for them to help you, you have to take the parents or the parent to court so that you can get child support. You can't get blood out of a turnip. I know that for sure. So how would I be getting child support? Hey, Mr. Lights, for these children. I was like, you know what? I was like, it's just crazy. So now I have to wait for my daughter to get here, and we're gonna go to the courthouse and fill out this whatever it is she say we have to fill out and go from there. But I'm like, that's just absolute foolishness. I'm like, why does the children always have to be the ones to what's the word that I want to use, be at fault for the negligence of their parents. Hey, CNC family, how are you? And you know, it's just absolutely awful. And I feel so bad that you know that the children always have to, and I can say this because I was one of those children in foster care. My parents, they did get money from me through the government, but I never saw any of that money basically for myself. And in this instance, these kids have nothing. They're living off of me. And I just feel as though it's not fair that they told me to apply, that I had the right to apply. They gave me all of the information that I needed to apply, but nothing. Absolutely nothing. And now I have to go out and do all of this stuff all over again. Oh, and then if she doesn't get the paperwork today, then that means that I have to start all over again and apply all over again. And I told her, how's that? When y'all are just bringing this to my attention today. That's not fair to me, nor these children. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is absolute foolishness and craziness. I was like, wow. I was like, I just don't even have any words to say. Oh, Earth Day is Sunday coming up? Oh, okay. I'm just done for the day, you all. Done. Hey, Joshua, how are you today? You know, it just makes me feel so sad because the children always have to suffer. Always, always, always. And you know what's so sad is, you know, they have made the system so bad. You know, back in the day with all of these people doing the wrong things with Department of Social Services, they have made it so bad that when the people who do need assistance for the children, they can't even get it because the people in the past have made it so bad. And I told this lady, these kids need everything. I said, I'm trying to do as best I can with what little bit of resources that I have, you know, to take care of these kids. And I'm like, and you're just coming to me now in April when I applied in February, and you're just telling me this? Unfreaking believable. I'm just dumbfounded for the day, okay? Oh, mm, 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 mm. Hey, Lady Slots, how are you? How was your did you upload a new thing when you went to the casino? I'm just, you know, it's like I don't even really know what to say, you know. I just don't know, y'all. I'm serious. I really do not know what to say. Kids need things, you know, and it's not like I was using the money to go and take care of my own personal things and da 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 da, because I don't need to do that because I have my own money. But I'm using my own money, you know, to take care of the children. You're right. Yes. Ungrateful people. Yes. And it's just so sad. I just never even heard of such a thing. And I'm like, lady, how you going to get blood from a turnip? Really? And then she's going to say, well, it's not like we really know. She said you can just apply for non-petition of child support. Well, if you want me to apply for non-petition of child support, then why am I applying at all? That just makes no sense. I said, these kids are in a loving home. They go to school. They are well taken care of. They are getting everything that they need. Um, they may not get everything that they want, but you know they get everything that they need. And I'm like, and when you are strapped for funds, you know you're strapped for funds because you know you was told to go and do this, and this is what I did. And now that I have done it, you're telling me that, oh, well, there's a clause now. The government is now saying that you have to go and apply for child support. Really, lady? But why didn't you tell me this in February? This is April. April the 20th. Unbelievable. And then I talked to her yesterday, and I gave her everything that she asked for. She said she was going to call me back on yesterday. Well, she didn't call back yesterday. I wound up having to call her today, and this is what she tells me. It's just absolute craziness. Hey, Layla, honey. And I'm like, I can't speak for every child that was in child care. I mean, that was in the foster care system. I was a foster child myself. And I talk about my situation all the time. And RD is on here. He's my best friend. He can tell you I'm not lying about anything. I don't need to lie. And it's just terrible. So to protect, I'm protecting the children. I'm protecting what's mine and protecting them. And now I have to go through all of this rigmarole. That's just absolute foolishness. I'm still trying to figure out how you gonna get blood out of a turnip. I'm just still trying to figure that one out. That's just it's just absolute craziness. I mean, really, absolute foolishness. But anyway, how y'all doing? How have you all's day been? It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. But now, and again, why couldn't this be Thursday? And I'm hoping my daughter can get out here in enough time that we can make it to the courthouse before the courthouse closed so that I can file for this petition. It's just unreal. Unfreaking real. Do you hear me? And I told my daughter, I was like, well, the only good thing about this is that I'm dressed. So at least, when you tell me that you're outside, I can, um, just come outside. But, and, thank you, Sweet Tea Delights. Thank you so much. It's just, I'm like, if it's not one thing, and I told the lady, I said, that's just like, I have so much on my plate right now because I also have to move, which I was moving anyway, but I knew that I had a longer time. But now the longer time has been shortened time because everything is just, it's not in my favor. Let's just put it that way. But I know God is going to work it out. And it's going to all come together because I'm still trying to find a place. But, it's just so much stress just with everything. And this is just adding the icing on the cake. That, mm, mm, mm. I know no weapon formed against me shall prosper. You are right about that all day. But you know what? If I don't go to the courthouse today and get this piece of paper, that means I'm going to have to go Monday and go get this piece of paper. And I have to start the whole process all over again. So I have to make it to that courthouse today in order so that I don't have to start all over again. But it's just the mere fact that we are human. And even though we are human, things happen for a reason, but we get frustrated. And I'm a single mom. I do this by myself. And it's really, really hard. It really is, but I just, smile and go through it, because not everything, like, people don't know what goes on behind the scenes, so when you are just doing things yourself and moving on along, and little rocks and pebbles may come your way, and you just skip over top of them and handle your business. But when some things come, it's just like you just want to throw your hands up and throw in the towel. That's why I say, when people say, oh, Boss Lady Lexi, you're so strong. Yes, I am strong, but then I do have my weak moments. Don't get me wrong. And this is one of those weak moments because it just frustrates me. And I hate to be frustrated. I hate that I know that I now have to struggle to do this and struggle to do that and, push to do this and push to do that. I just thank God that, you know what, even though I was down from, injuring myself from working out, I'm not at 100% from that, but I can say early in the week I was at 75%. Today I can say I'm at 80%. So I'm just 20% away. But I thank God that I'm able to, be able to just jump up when my daughter comes and we get to this courthouse. I'll just tell her, just drop me off at the front door, and she'll probably go find a parking space or something like that. And I'll wobble myself on up in there and do what it is that I have to do and pray that we get there on time. But it's just the mere fact that when these obstacles come your way, it's like, what do you do? And if I had the money, I would have called an Uber and went and did all of this. But and then I'm going to New York on Sunday because I bought my tickets a long, long time ago. And I'm glad that I did buy them tickets a long, long time ago because it's now sold out. But you know what I'm just saying? Things happen. Okay, she just texted me and told me she's on her way. Praise the Lord. It is. It's so frustrating. And, I don't have like family that I can go to and say, oh, can you help me with this? Or can you buy the kids some underwear? Can you buy the kids some socks? Or, anything. I don't have that. It's just me, and it's just, it's just crazy. It's just absolute crazy. And I'm just here to vent, I'm just here to vent because it's really, really sad that, the people who are out here doing the right thing and, not out here doing drugs, not selling drugs, not beating people upside their heads, not robbing nobody. I stay in the house and I mind my own business. I couldn't tell you what goes on out in these streets. When fire department come or the police come, I don't go outside because you know what? That's none of my business. It's not nothing that's going on in my household. It's none of my business. I mind's my business. Because see, when you out there and no, I mind's my business. I stay in the house. I do what I have to do. Because the only thing that I'm worried about is what goes on in here. It's just so much, y'all. It's just so much. You saving children. That's all I'm trying to say. Saving children, from whatever situation they came from out of. You're saving the children, but in the process of saving the children, it's just a big headache behind it. Oh my God, Lord. I surrender. Look, you know how they say I'm waving the flag? I'm waving the flag. I just don't know. And it's so much that I have. I'm telling y'all, I live in a fantasy world because that's the only thing I know. And, when people tell me things, I guess you can say I'm the gullible type. Thank you so much, Cece. Thank you so much. I'm the gullible type. I've always been that way. I believe things in my mind is going to come to pass. But when people tell me stuff, I believe what they tell me. But am I foolish for believing what they tell me because what they say hasn't come to pass? None of it? Well, maybe some of it has. Yeah, I do. I really do believe people when they tell me stuff. When they say, oh, this is going to happen and that's going to happen, and so many people are telling you the same thing, but it just hasn't happened, and you have all these dreams and fantasies and, all this and that, and, the stuff it just doesn't fall in your favor. Like I just really believe at some point in time that at sometimes in my life, and this is just being honest, I really think that I was a jinx person. That nothing. I still have tons of stuff from hashtag 1 pound at a time merchandise still sitting there from where people say they wanted to buy stuff but they never did. And I'm not one to, push people and oh well, I'm gonna come back and tell you, Shamita. But I don't like that. If you say you're going to do something, the one thing in my life, I believe that you should do what you say you're going to do. I want that. That's just one thing. Okay, I'm back, y'all. No, my phone rang. It wasn't buffering, y'all. I'm just like, that's just how I feel. Okay, my godkids are here, and I'm the guardian of them. And Child Protective Services told me to apply for money for them to take care of them, which I did when the children got here. Well, they've been here in since January, but I applied in February. And no one ever told me anything other than to send the birth certificates, the letter saying that the children were in my care, school records, medical records saying that I went and got physicals for them, blah, 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 blah. I did all of that. But I never heard anything back from them, so I decided to call. And when I called, the lady told me on yesterday that she needed some other letter, but I had what she wanted, so I sent it to her. So she said she was going to call me back, but she never did. So I called her today, and that's when she tells me that she needs, she told me that she needed a petition, a non-petition for support. And I was like, I don't know what that is. This is the first time I'm hearing that. What is that? And she told me that I had to go to the courthouse and apply for child support from the mother. And I said, how am I going to get blood from a turnip? Right. And that's what I gave her, Shamita. And she said, here in Fairfax County, you have to go and apply for the petition of the court for non-support of child support. And I keep saying, well, you're saying non-support. And I said, and in my mind, non-support means is that you're saying that the mother doesn't have to pay. So if the mother doesn't have to pay, then why am I going to the courthouse to apply? Thank you, Shamita. Exactly. And I told the lady, I said, since these children have been living here with me, I have done everything that I was supposed to do. I said, these kids are in a loving, clean home. They're being well taken care of. They are fed. I said, but I still need a little bit of help, to take care of these children. Right, exactly. Exactly. So she was like, well, you still have to fill out that out. And if I don't get it today, then that means you got to start the whole process all over again. Lady, how you going to penalize me for something that you're just coming to me and telling me that you need? I said, that's not fair to me. I said, so now I'm telling y'all, the cards are never in my favor. Never, ever, ever, ever. So tonight, this afternoon, when I get back from this courthouse, I'm going to have to do an auction, you all, and I'm going to need my supporters to, cause I'm going to have to auction off this stuff because who knows when they're going to give me money. Exactly. Because these kids need things, and I've been using my money because, as you all know, I am disabled. I had to retire early because of my medical situation, and I've been using all of my money, to take care of these kids. And that's what I'm supposed to do, because I am the parent, and it's just frustrating because, sometimes it's shortening me. Right. Right. And it's just y'all, they just sent me a thing from BeautyCon saying don't forget your wristbands. I didn't work this year, Shamita. as far as I didn't make enough, to apply for anything. But next year I'll be able to use them, and plus they didn't come until this year, so I wouldn't be able to use them on taxes until next year. See, they didn't come until this year. They weren't here last year. They didn't come until January, so she can't use them either. She won't be able to use them until next year because they just got here. They came here in January. But it's just, it's just frustrating. So, and it's just, to me, it's just really, really sad because, why do the children always have to suffer? That's how I look at it. The system doesn't see it that way. The system just wants to do whatever it is they have to do. And I understand that, back in the day, parents did whatever they was doing. They was doing drugs with the money. They wasn't, taking care of the kids. Well, shoots, they still doing that today, selling food stamps. So what's the difference? Girl, I have a GoFundMe for my teeth. I don't even want to beg people for money anymore. And I didn't even get anything from the GoFundMe for that. So I don't even want to. Someone been told me to do a GoFundMe for the kids. But I was like, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want people to think that, oh, she got some nerve to be coming to us asking us for all this money. She want to get her teeth done and da 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 da. Nope. And only one person, gave to the teeth fund. So if I put a fund up for the children, it's just like nerve wracking. And sometimes I wish I did have a reliable family that was support, that's the supportive family that I could go to and say, well, hey, can you buy the kids some underwear? Could you buy the kids some socks? Summer is coming. They're going to need summer clothes. They're going to need all of that. Hey, Joe Alice, how are you? I'm okay. I'm just frustrated today because of this situation. I'm like, wow. It's just absolute craziness. Yes, he needs shoes too. See, this is the stuff, and let me tell you, the way the lady made it seem was like the money. I was going to get the money today, and while we were in New York, we were going to go and get the kids everything that they needed. Hey, Lise Forever, how are you? What's wrong is the system. I have my kids here that I have, and they're telling me that now I have to go, in order to get money through the state, I have to go and file for child support for the mother. And this has been going on since February, but they're just telling me this today. And she was like, if she doesn't get the paperwork today, then I have to start all over again and reapply. Right. And they don't care about that. Shamita, they do not care. Oh, wow. Where you heading to, Lise? Les? I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. They don't see, they don't care about that. And I understand that it's government money and it's government funded, but the government needs to realize not everybody out here is doing bad things. I'm a person who opened up their home to take these kids, to save these children. I didn't do this, for no fame or fortune or anything like that. I did it because I was a foster child myself. It's just nerve-wracking. Girl, I'm already set for BeautyCon, okay? I am already set for BeautyCon. And I'm going to have a good time. But, the little bit of money that I had, I was going to spend that. Because, that was my own personal money. But now I have to use that money, because, like I said, they need things. They need tennis shoes. They need clothes. They need sandals. They need summer clothes. They need underwears. They need socks. They need everything. They need personal things. And it's just so sad. I don't even know if there's any, not shelters, but organizations out here that can help with this kind of stuff. because this is a commonwealth state, you know. Thank you. You also, Les, thank you so much for stopping in and showing love and supporting the channel. Thank you so much. You know, it's just so much, and it's not like I'm gonna say, oh, I'm well. Y'all gotta pack y'all stuff up and go ship y'all off some. No, heck no, ain't nobody gonna do that. The same way we've been surviving all of this long time, we're just gonna survive. And if it means that I can't do certain things and get certain things done because I was going to pay to get my hair done, well, I guess that money has to go to the children now. Right. I'm starting to believe that. I'm really starting to believe that they don't want to help us. And I understand everybody has to have a job and every organization, they have to pay their employees and things like that. But what happens to the real people who are out here, the real MPVs who are out here taking care of children, handling their affairs, blah, 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 this. It costs money taking them to the doctors. My car ain't no little car, honey. Miss Journey is a big car and she sucks up a lot of gas, okay? Miss Journey used to sit outside from Sunday to Sunday. I would only go to church on Sunday and only move my car on Sunday. Unless I had, personal things of, business things that needed to be taken care of. But oh my gosh, this is absolute crazy. Now I gotta re-up and change up, then I gotta move. It's just so much. How can you take from one fund, to help another fund? It's just absolute craziness. But you know what? It is what it is. God has always provided. So I know He always steps in and He comes in right on time. So that's all I can say because this is absolute craziness. And I'm just hoping and praying that we get to this courthouse in amount of time. And I might just tell my daughter to just meet me at the courthouse. I might just have to take some money and just go ahead and catch the Uber onto the courthouse and get there. So let me just go ahead and end this live now. I'm going to come back later on and let y'all know what the status is, what happened. But I think that's what I'm going to have to do because I can't take a chance of not making it to the courthouse. So I'm going to come back to you all. I thank y'all so much for your encouraging words and your support. Thank you so much, Pickers. Thank you so much, Shamita. Thank you so much, Sweet Delights. Thank you so much, Les. Thank you so much, Cece. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, R.D. I appreciate your words of encouragement. I just love you all so much because I knew I could come to you all and you all could, help me with this situation and figure out a plan. And, God is so good. And, I just got to go because I believe that's Him saying, just go ahead and catch the Uber. God will always make a way. So I'm going to get off here, y'all, and talk to y'all soon. Bye, everybody.